Hey Fragrance family, I'm David and I'm a Fragrance Bro, of course your best source for everything fragrance related. Today, I have a review of the entire line from Navitus Parfums. Now I'm sure that you're aware, but this line was made and created by Steven from Redolessence Perfumes. And I think overall, he did a great job. He sent me these for review, and I'm gonna go over all of these real quick in the entire line. And they're not gonna be deep dives into all of the ins and outs of all the line, but they will be kind of my personal opinions and kind of summaries of the line. Okay, what's up? I forgot that I made this review a while back before he came out with his bespoke collection, and I also missed another one called Viva More. So this doesn't have all the fragrances that are out currently, but I will be doing a review of the bespoke collection in the future, so stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, just realize this is most of the fragrances in the collection, at least from the first two collections. Anyway. Now this line is not without some controversy, and there is a little bit of a controversy about the bottles and about him copying other people and things like that. I'm gonna go more into that in a different video, so stay tuned for that. But today I'm gonna be talking about my personal opinions about the scents themselves. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to Steven, go check him out because he has a great channel. I'll have a link down below to his channel as well. Now, as I said before, Steven sent these to me for review. He sent me a full bottle of Navus, as well as samples and then travel size sprayers of some of these, so just keep that in mind. I'm gonna keep it 100% honest like I normally do, but I just wanted to disclose that to you guys. Now the line is a really cool line. All of the names of the fragrances are based on Latin words. He hired perfumers to create these perfumes for them, and he gave them different briefs on different feelings and different things that he would go for. He didn't really give them a particular direction. He kind of gave them a theme and let them run with it, which I think is a really cool idea. So first let's start with Navus right here. And Navus is really just a great fresh citrus scent. I'll have the notes on the screen here so you can see that. But there's a lot of bergamot and it's very green. And what I like about this is it's not sour, it's not sharp, it's very full and fat, I would even say, for a fresh scent. It smells very masculine too, which I think is sometimes hard to pull off on a citrus scent. This does not smell like Elysium, in case you're wondering. Nothing like Elysium. This is the only one that I have a full bottle of, but performance on me was pretty good. I would say in the 8-hour range, which I think is great for a citrus scent like this. As far as citrus goes, it's on the sweeter and greener, fresher and softer side of citrus. It's not rindy and sharp like maybe lemon or grapefruit. It's just a nice, rich, well-balanced citrus scent, and I really love this a lot. I think Steven really knows my taste pretty well, and I think he did a great job in sending me this one in particular because I think it's a fantastic fresh scent. I think it's a really well-rounded scent that you can wear with a lot of different occasions, in the warmer weather, of course, but it's fantastic. So yeah, definitely check out Navus. Of course, these are all Latin words, so I'm probably going to be pronouncing these wrong. Now I'm just gonna go in order of the sample box here. Really great sample box, by the way. I did Navus, I'm gonna go to Intimus next. So if you have a sample box, you can follow along. So Intimus is another favorite of mine. This is very sweet and has a very sugary quality to it. Some may find that too sweet, and I can see why. It's very, very sweet. There's also some slightly sour, fruity notes that go in here as well, which I think are interesting. In some ways, this reminds me of the fragrances that were inspired by Le Male, like maybe some of the Le Male flankers, or fragrances that were trying to capitalize on that style of fragrance. It doesn't smell like Le Male, but it kind of has something about it that reminds me of that style of fragrance. It has a kind of quasi-freshness, which is pretty interesting and very nice. As it dries down, it gets a little powdery and warm, almost like warm laundry, which is pretty neat, and I like that. So yeah, Intimus is very good. I like that a lot. All right, next is Primas. Now, Primas is one that I actually did not like, and this reminds me kind of a very bad take on Aventus. If you smelled some of the early kind of fragrances that were trying to copy Aventus, or maybe were inspired by it, it kind of smells like that, like Jaguar or something like that. It has some of the same beaks, like it has citrus in there and like this ashy thing, that grainy ashy thing that I don't think smells great. This kind of green thing in the middle that doesn't smell great either, and it's more sour on top of that, and unfortunately it never got any better than that opening there, so I didn't really care for that one. I get bergamot and I get some labdanum, and I get kind of this woody musky thing in there as well, and you know, that part is okay, but the overall scent I just think kind of just missed it for me, and unfortunately that was what I got the most of, and it was just kind of sour and grainy and not too great. So yeah, that was kind of a letdown for me. Next is Absolutio. Now Absolutio is another one that I really like, and I recommended this one in my Baccarat Rouge 540 killers because there's something in this that does remind me of Baccarat Rouge. It's not a clone of Baccarat Rouge by any means, but it has a kind of sugary, woody thing that one has. At the start though, it has this kind of apple spiced thing that is very, very nice. It's a little spicy and sharp, kind of like bay rum aftershave, and that's pretty good actually. I like that. As it dries down, it smells a lot more like Baccarat Rouge 540, and so because of that, I like this as kind of like a gourmand option to Baccarat Rouge. So yeah, I really like Absolutio a lot. So yeah, definitely check that one out. Next is Virtus. Virtus smells warm with tobacco and vanilla and some honey and some cherry on top. As it dries down, it has kind of that nuttiness that brings up from that nice warm vanilla. Whenever I say that, people think, does it smell like pure Havana? No, but it's definitely in the family. I think you could definitely say that it's not like pure Havana, but it has all the ingredients that would lead to pure Havana. I would say that this is definitely kind of a new boutique version of that, or niche version of that, if you will. But yeah, Virtus is awesome. I like that one a lot. Next is Oud Imperium, and Oud Imperium, definitely oud. It's that kind of skanky, animalic, sour oud that I hate, but some people really like, and it's a very natural oud. There's supposed to be more here than just that oud, but to be honest, that oud is so loud, that's all I get. That's okay if you really like ouds. I think if you are really a connoisseur of oud, you need to check this one out because I think it's a really authentic oud. But me personally, it's not my favorite. As it dried down, it got a little better, I think. It could be that I just got used to that oud note, I'm not really sure, but I would say pass on that one unless you really like oud. Next is Oud Luxuria, and this is a similar type of oud to Oud Imperium. It has that kind of very natural, authentic smelling oud, but it's mixed with rose. And that's a traditional combo in the oud world, oud and rose, very traditional. Because of the combination, I think it works a little bit better than Oud Imperium. I still don't like the oud. I think that it really is something that just irks me and annoys me, but if you like oud and rose combos, I think this is a pretty good combo. It's paired with Turkish rose in this case, and I think that's a good pairing here. I think that Turkish rose kind of has this nice sharpness that really works well here to cut through that oud. There's also some kind of sweaty BO thing that I get in this. Maybe it's just bringing some of that animalic nature out of the oud here. I'm not really sure. I didn't really care for that. As it dries, it gets into more of the kind of powdery rose territory. But yeah, overall, I think this is a good oud rose combo. Probably not for me though. And those are the fragrances in the initial discovery set right here. But I have 3 more. He also sent the little travel size right here, and I think that's really cool. All right, next is Lautus, and Lautus is another one that I really like. This one is in the fougere realm. It's an excellent woody, spicy fougere type of fragrance. It is masculine. It's very classic, but I think it's tuned really well to a modern audience. I definitely get lavender, and I get a kind of a woody, spicy thing at the top. There is some juniper in there that I get right away, and I get kind of a peppery type of thing. I don't think pepper is in the nose, but I get kind of this peppery type of quality that I think is really great. It's semi-sweet, almost fresh. That lavender really has a nice kind of almost fresh type of quality here. It's very classy. It is somewhat familiar to me, but it's very nice. On their website, they said it's distinguished, elegant, and modern. Yes, definitely a great description of this one. Really like Lautus a lot. Next is Arcanum, and Arcanum may be my second favorite in the line. It's amazing. In some ways, it reminds me of Parfums de Marly Herod. In other ways, it's a little bit different at the same time. It's maybe a little bit stronger than that, but there's like this tobacco thing that's going on with this nice watery cherry quality that I get out of this. There's definitely osmanthus, cinnamon, vanilla. Whenever I smell this, I almost get whiffs of tart cherry or apple pie, that type of thing in here. As it dries, I get kind of this spiced vanilla and tonka thing, which that's always great. There's a touch of frankincense and some amber in there as well. It's just really nice and full and rich, almost gourmand-like. I just really like this a lot. Very, very nice. Great formal type of scent, I think. Next is Opulentas, and this one is another oud and rose combo, and I think it's very well done as far as that goes. My only complaint like is that they use that really natural skanky oud thing that I really just can't stand. It's not a fragrance that I would wear. I don't really care for that oud in there, but I think as far as the structure of it, I think it's great. It's very well done. I would put this next to any other rose oud out there like by Kilian or anything else. I mean, I think it's that well done. So yeah, definitely check out Opulentas. Overall, I think this line is very good. There's some ones that I like more than others, obviously, but I think that the concept and the execution of this were flawless. I think he has an incredible line here, and I think that all the quality really speaks for itself. It smells really high quality, though there are some that I think just bother me with the way that they smell. There are others that I think are really just magnificent. Navus being one of those is one that I would just reach for constantly, and I have been. I don't think that the line does anything particularly new. I don't think that they're pulling any kind of surprises as far as things that you haven't tried before. These are all scents that I think you've tried in some way or another. However, I think that the quality is fantastic. The execution is great. I think he's done a great job. I'm really proud of him, and kudos to him. I wish him all the success in the world, and I hope he does a great job going forward. I'll have another video about my thoughts about kind of the scandal and controversy of his line in the future, so stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, let me know what you think of Steven's line down below. Keep it civil. What do you think is your favorite here? Let me know. And that, of course, is all I have. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. I love you for it. And click that little bell so you get a notification every time I make an upload. Thank you again for watching. I'm David with Fragrance Bros. Bye.